have is, can you, Mr. AC, I think you're the most knowledgeable on this, or maybe Henning, tell me if Corexit was one of the surfactants that is used in farm chemicals for farm applications?
I don't know the answer to that. Henning, can you answer that? Do you know?
If it's used for
Henning,
agriculture?
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can you answer the question?
He's asking if it's used for agriculture?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, but I do have heard rumors about spots on leaves, but I cannot say that with a certainty of if they're using that stuff.
What a surfactant does is it opens a plant up, and it allows the chemical that you're spraying, whether it's like, say, you're spraying Roundup, to penetrate the plant better and get in there and do its thing. And if you look it up on Wikipedia, it is listed as a surfactant. And one of the things that we mixed was surfactants. And it was one of those deals, well, I don't pay no attention to a label. That stuff's not going to hurt you. But something got me. I'm telling you, my senior year of high school, I went from bench pressing over 300 pounds to I couldn't lift 135 pounds off the bar. And it was just my system stressed to couldn't take any more. And I've never been able to get my strength back. And I really, really struggled. And I am trying to find out if this is one of the chemicals so that it can help me try to, put the pieces back together. I'm currently on I'm starting added some vitamin D to my diet, going totally organic. Another thing I found out today was NutraSweet is actually the defecation of E. coli bacteria. I mean, anybody that would feed that to their children is an absolute beast, in my opinion. And this thing with the Corexit, folks need to do some research. There's a lot more out there than just Corexit. They need to really get the big picture. But after having said that, I would like to give my opinion on the BP oil spill. I do sort of hurricane relief work and that kind of stuff myself when the opportunity presents itself. I think this is a false flag. I think Agenda 21 could very well be what's behind it. The asphalt volcano is really no big deal. The ocean itself, it's a mixture of crude oil, tar, and mud, and the ocean itself will disperse it and take care of it. The animals, it doesn't bother them. What's bothering them is the daggum Corexit. And it gave them an excuse to fly over people's homes and spray it. I've got a close friend of mine that went to work for the government, and he's like a game warden. Anyhow, he got hired to go down there and work for a contractor as a government employee. And he was in charge of a boat with a crew, and he was making really good money. And all the while, he is a government employee, but he was under contract to this company that was under contract to BP. He left. He told the police that my crew is getting sick. We've got to get out of here. They were flying directly over them, spraying them. And they said, no, you will not leave. And he told them, look, we work for the federal government. You're not going to tell me nothing. I'm gone. And there was another gentleman right here in the Carolinas, David Dillon, who's a former special ops officer in the Army, went down there, had a similar, or his name's Adam Dillon, a similar experience. So the whole idea that people aren't sick, that this is just a bunch of conspiracy nuts, let me tell you something, folks. We might be nuts, but we're screwed to the right bolt, okay? There is something going on, and for them to spray this amount of Corexit is absolutely criminal. And anyhow, I'll let you guys go with that, and God bless you. Only Jesus saves. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen to that. Now, I for one, I'm kind of leaning towards the last caller, what he just said, and I'm gonna pose this to Henning. Henning, he talked about the asphalt volcano being that nature could take care of it, and that this was a false flag. I mean, that is a possibility, don't you think, that they tapped into it as a smokescreen to give them a reason to do this. and to poison so many people and to put this in the food chain. Do you see that as a possibility?
Absolutely. I saw, not to promote myself, I saw that from the beginning because I went into trade. Famine, what I saw a volcano at the peak. Then I went in and checked on how that one was surprised. I found out I got surprised that it actually is a volcano. Not an oil volcano. There is oil coming out. Oil is not one.
Hey, Henning, why don't you go ahead and reconnect, buddy? You're breaking up again. Griff, I mean, think about this. And I'm going to pose this to. Let me actually pose this to Andrew first.
Yes.
What do you think, Andrew, as far as this goes? They tap into the side of an asphalt volcano, and it gives them cover. It gives them cover to do what they're doing right now. I mean, do you see that as more of a reality than, say, this actually being an accident or something related to BP? All this stuff coming together just doesn't. It smells fishy, don't you think?
Well, yeah, and an accident. If you're driving your car and you look at your cell phone and you hit another vehicle, that's an accident. If you spill a cup of milk, that's an accident. But if you're about to spill a cup of milk and you have 50 experts come out and tell you don't hit that cup of milk or you're going to spill it, and you continue to do it anyway, it's not an accident. It's deliberate. And what they've actually got down there, I think Henning's got the best idea that it's an asphalt volcano. But irregardless of what's going on, that corrects it is, just like we were saying, I mean, it's basically a persistent chemical weapon when you look at what it can do to a human being, and it doesn't go away. It's very persistent. So, yeah, I mean, I tend to stand by that because, just to get back to the point, an accident literally happens accidentally, but if you are warned for a year not to do something, you do it anyway, and you cause a major problem, that's not an accident. It's just not.
Absolutely. I've got another caller. I'm going to go to area code 713. Go ahead, please.
Hi, this is Charles.
Hi, Charles.
I'd like to bring up the Leo Wanta subject again.
Yes, sir.
And it sounds very much like the Restore America plan if you put the two pieces of the puzzle together with the Interpol and the trillions of dollars. It sounds like the two go hand in hand almost.
Do you think that's a possibility, Griff?
No, I don't. I don't have any faith whatsoever in any program to restore America. Our courts are corrupt. Our politicians are corrupt. Our military works at the pleasure of the commander-in-chief. Our states are under pressure from Washington. It's nothing there that can pull us out. No one has the power under the president at the state level or at the organization level. I think it sounds good, it's well-meaning, but I don't think it's going to fly. I think we need to hunker down, protect self and family for what's coming.
I agree with you too, Griff, and I'm gonna go further and say this, that the first thing that has to be done in order for this to gain any traction is they have to perceive them or recognize them as a force that threatens them. And the government has to, at this point, be totally ripped out and replaced. And it just, I don't see that happening. Not with the RAP. And I don't know, Andrew, maybe you can talk on this a little bit more. But it kind of goes like, when countries recognize other countries, that's what they have to recognize them. If you notice that a lot of these countries don't recognize Israel as a country.
Yep.
They don't.
Well, Joe, what I think more so than anything, what I think they're going to do is they're going to start a big fight. But, it's everything that Griff said is correct. The whole system is entirely corrupted. But the way they're trying to play this out, and as I understand it, this is with backing of some serious military leaders. They're simply going to step up and announce themselves, and they're going to, if they can do it peacefully like they'd like to, the federal government's going to go